This sounds a little cliche, but I'm going to say it anyways. It's a great time to be alive with everything that's going on. Let's get to, I want to get your thoughts on this. Jim Harbaugh, there's some of that social media. This is an updated picture of the coach. Michigan introducing M&BR, name, image, and likeness, and more program for the football players. You got the website. It's a brand for life. It's going to assist athletes, and their mission is giving them expanding tools, resources, and experience required to help players flourish throughout their life. Not their days at Michigan, not their football careers, but Scar, their life. What do you make of the new initiative here, Michigan Power?
Hey man, it's about leadership, and Jim is pushing it. And people questioned his philosophy and his theories, and Danny, we really don't know. I'm not the recruit sitting across from the coach to this in the parent like I was 40 years ago to understand all the intricacies of the NIL that Michigan's presenting. But Michigan is right there. We are competing. We have a great package together. Jim is constantly looking at new methods, new approaches, so that Michigan can recruit. And now we're coming out with the M&BR. Okay, what does it all mean? I don't know all the intricacies. All I know is we're getting recruits, Danny. Something's there. Okay, something's there. Winning championships, the great education you talked about, 110,000. Okay, guys in the NFL, guys graduating, NIL. M&BR. So whatever's going on there, it's real. The NIL stuff, it's a fact. Because if we weren't, listen, as good as we are doing with winning and academics and all this other stuff, but if we're at the bottom with NIL, we're not getting these kids. We are hitting it on all cylinders. I think right now for Michigan, and that's all about winning and what Michigan has to offer, like you talked about. But the intricacies of M&BR and what it means, I don't know. Maybe we can find out, but it means something, and we're seeing the proof in the pudding with these kids signing up.
Yeah, great answer and a very honest answer, Scar. I'm the same way. Like, there's a part of me like you tell me, hey, name for $100 all of the Michigan collectives, and we're like, hey, wait a second, it seems like they got like 5 or 6, and then there's like, hey, this is going to be the monster collective to end all collectives. You're going to have this talent agency, and then you're going to have where you can use it in your taxes. This next one's coming out, this one's endorsed by Harbaugh, and then it was like, oh wait, now there's this one. Like, I don't know either, but I do know that there's one way to go NIL, and it's the Texas A&M way or the Miami way. It's like, hey, here's our yacht, here's a big stack of cash. And Michigan, they just keep trying these different collectives, just keep rolling them out there. And, I know that there's a lot of thought and hard work behind the scenes, and I don't know exactly, but they keep working on it, and they keep throwing, the sharpest minds at everything that they can to empower the college players so they can take advantage of everything that college football right now has for them. Michigan, they seem like they're on top of it. I think that things look good, like you're saying, and there's no question. It's all you win games. Look at Michigan, these last 2 years, you win games. And then, it's broken the seal. And where Michigan's at with name, image, and likeness, people are willing. Like, yeah, people always like Michigan, but now they're winning. They just want to keep this thing going. And I'm with you. I don't know exactly with M&BR and all the different other ones and the new guy that they hired that was going to be, he comes from a business background at Michigan with name, image, and likeness and all these different things. But the recruits do seem to like it. And they've got it going right now. So the things that they are doing.
Yeah, Danny, they just went to Traverse City. They took a bunch of players out there. Those guys all got NIL'd up, man. They didn't, they got treated like kings.
Yeah.
and they come back with a pocket full of money, man. Jim talked about ramen noodles. Did you hear his quote? He said, "Man, I remember those days, man. Macaroni and cheese. You know, we used to get our little check at the end. And when you got out of the dorm, sometimes you ain't eating steak every day. You gotta make do, man. And Jim talked about ramen noodles. Maybe that was something that his program was.
Yeah, I lived on those things. I saw a picture today of Zach Zinter. He was on Instagram, and he was laying on this king size bed, and he must have a size 20 foot. He was barefoot on this king size bed. And he was like, "Yeah, use the promo code." He's selling beds, selling mattresses. He was laying back there, and I was like, "Man, that's a bed fit for a king." It was a king size bed, but yeah, I love seeing it there. There's so much money in college football. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is killing the game." Like, there's billions of dollars, man. Michigan's making billions. The coaches are making millions. I mean, it is, I have to spend thousands, for my, to get them on TV. This is part of it where, you can complain a little bit about, how much you're spending, but there's a ton of money. There's nothing hot. Football is king. Pro football and college football, man, it is. High school football. I mean, it is, it used to be when I was growing up, Scar. And, I can recall talking to my grandfather, and he said, in the 20th century, in the first half of the 20th century, it was baseball, it was horse racing, and it was boxing, and then horse racing, and boxing and baseball. Right now, it's football. 21st century, it is football number one, football number two, and football number three, if I had to rank them.
Yeah, it's just a great game for television, and we love it. Americans love we like our contact, our violence, and hitting, and and it is what it is, man. We like a little bit of that, mixing it up.
Yeah, we do. We enjoy it.